Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today what we're going to be doing is watching a couple of videos or just parts of videos from FIFA 20 and just kind of things that I was doing early on last year to make coins. Guys, I have to be real with you, man. With Twitch streams and with YouTube uploads, I have no idea what I am doing. I am so lost as a content creator. I have nothing to give you guys right now, man. It's honestly looking like a period where like there's going to be another 14 days of just nothing stream wise. I don't know what to do, man. I literally don't know what to do, guys. So I really apologize if it seems like I'm being inconsistent. Trust me, I really want to upload. I really want to stream. But there's just nothing right now, man. There's nothing to do. Even this video today is pulling at strings. But you know what? It's something. And I think it could be useful to some of you guys watching. Obviously, if you guys enjoy it, toss a thumbs up. So this is a video from last year of talking about how I'm making coins on the web app. Now I'm going to go look at Coleman. This is what I would be doing. And you have to adjust this between different budgets. But this is a really nice way about... So I think what I'm doing here is most likely is I'm going through a group of players that's probably like popular or being bought. And I'm starting to see where they're selling. I'm looking at overnights. You guys can see overnights are all over 15. And he's kind of dipping under 11. This is kind of like a really easy process to trade. You're just kind of watching different players. And you're trying to go ahead and see what is the buy price that you can go for. So I think for Coleman I was looking probably just under 10K. This is strictly on the first day of web app release, so you guys can see I have 18K, and I'm just kind of rolling through a group of players and trying to figure out like who's a good buy, who's not a good buy. I think this type of stuff is pretty useful in a way. I'm trying to see here, like, do we end up getting any buys? Going to Ryan Sessegnon, Pavard, Alessandrini for the banter. Some center backs here. All right, so like Upamecano at 1.9. That doesn't look too good because there's a 2K. But this guy has no tax, so I'll probably be okay. I'll probably get away with it. We bought a Lamar and we sold him at 3.8, which is good. Now I'm starting to look at Team of the Week cards, it looks like. PZ, Eder Militao. So what I'm doing here is I'm going in a circle of players, guys, and Didi at 2.5. That looks pretty good. Let's see, 2.7 is up. So 2.5, like the tax on a player at 2.5K. Well, the tax at 25K, you're gonna get taxed 1,250 coins on profit. So the tax at 2.5K, I think is only like I think if my math is right, it's like 125 coins. So all we need to do is that 2.7 right there to get bought. And once that card gets bought, we should be able to sell them at like 2.8, 2.9. That's the plan. There's 2 at 2.8. So, you know what, that one is actually really tight. But this shows you guys, man, the margins at the beginning of this game are very small, man. They are very, very small. It's very hard to build your coins up early on. I can tell you guys that, like, 100%. It's just so hard to build your coins early on, man. You have to do the sweatiest types of trading. It is really, really hard to do this trading in the beginning of the year, man. It's not easy. You guys can see I'm, like, stretching my coins here. I'm trying to see if there's anything else in this video like useful that I really did. I mean, this is obviously all live trading. You can do bidding, you can do sniping, you can do a lot of stuff early on, man. There's no real great way to do it. What I'm trying to see here is a couple different videos. This is an easy way to make coins. This is probably most likely talking about the rise of players. So we take a look here. I'm probably looking at players that start rising. October 6th, it's rising. Who is this? What player is this? This is from FIFA 19. So I'm looking at FIFA 19 trends. This is Team of the Week out of packs. Yeah, this is Team of the Week out of packs. These are more popular players. I mean, this is more of like an investor. This is more like an investor type of trend. How to make coins on EA Access. Road to Glory market tips. You guys can see here now I'm up to 47K. Got 5 sales here. We got the Team of the Week in there. That's my team right now, so you guys can see that's the early squad that I'm rocking with. So we have 47K. We're checking out some of these now. Right away, what I'll tell you guys is like a huge trend with FIFA 20, FIFA 19, FIFA 18, all these games. EU really sets the bar for like market rise and market drop. Like the EU prices are. A lot of the prices on the game are based around EU fluctuations. So I will say that EU a lot of the time controls the rise and drops of the market, which means that you're going to most likely see prices rising a lot more around the peak times of EU. Like if we don't have a supply going on, it's more than likely that if it's like an EU prime time, the market's going to be really high. So like a Mahrez might sell at like 25 in the day. And in a less peak time, he might go down to like 19, 20, 18, something like that. So just keep that in mind as well. Here we've got Mbappe. We're kind of talking and looking at some of these top tier guys. Matuidi, let's see. So Matuidi's a little bit more on our budget. We got 47K. Although on 47K, I still wouldn't be trading a player that was 30K. All right, so Joe Gomez here for 3.8. Sells at 4.1. I mean, that's like peanuts. That's not... That's more just general sniping. But you guys can see I've figured out a filter that's popping a lot, which is that Joe Gomez. And a lot of times just sniping early on is really good. So let's see. With Vini, what are we setting up here? 5K for Vini. That's a great snipe because that's going to be like at least 1,000 coins. So it's just a rotation of players that we're trading. We see 6.5. And how often does Vinicius pop up? Now we're going to take a look at Promise. And it looks like Promise is what? 3.5? So we win at 3.1. Vini already sold. This is just rotating players, man, on a sniping filter. And this is like a super good way to do it. If you're on console early on, if you're trying to make coins. Jose Morales is a really popular card, so me trying to snipe him makes a lot of sense to me. That makes sense that I was trying to get him. Callum Wilson's also a very popular starter squad player. These players will be popping up a lot because people are buying, upgrading starter squad teams, buying players for starter squad teams. So this makes a lot of sense. Squad finishes are really low. I missed a Callum Wilson at 4K. Wow, we actually got it. What was he selling at the time? 4.5. So that, oh no, it's Josh King. So that's at least like 400 coins there. So that makes sense that I'm doing that type of stuff. I mean, I can understand what I'm doing there. This is a keep or sell video. Now, this is always an interesting one because keep or sell is a huge deal early on. Sometimes you pack a player, you want them to grow in value. Here's what I'll tell you, man. You guys should sell everything that you pack early on because getting coins early if you're going to use them is a very big deal. And what I mean by that is that Outer World is obviously going to grow in price over a couple of weeks. I mean, Outer World is going to probably eventually reach, you know, he's at 10K on your screen. He's probably going to get to like 30K, but to wait 3 weeks is not worth it. So always early on, grab things. Anybody who's like a 70 to 81 that's really expensive early on, that's all due to starter squad teams. So anything like that is something that you're really going to want to get rid of. In my eyes, at least, guys. Like anybody of those types of players, Zakaria was really expensive last year early on. These types of guys are ones you're going to want to get rid of. Any SBC fodder, though, I would probably recommend selling. EA never releases huge SBCs early on. And the reason for that is that nobody has the coins or the funds to do these SBCs. So obviously, why would EA release crazy SBCs if nobody had the coins to actually do the SBCs? This one is an interesting one because Messi is a player that always grows in value a lot during the year. But what I can tell you about this Leo Messi is that he only grows like 400 to 500K. So in 5 weeks, that's just not worth it to hold long term. It's just not worth it. So wouldn't recommend doing something like that. We got Ronaldinho here at 2.65 mil. These are just top tier icons, which is understandable. Konate, Mukiele. I mean, I'm probably recommending that anybody with like a 77 or 80 rated is a sell. Would be my probably best advice here. I'm trying to see like what else. I mean, this stuff is all really good to see though, guys, because it really helps you. Man, in my opinion, it really helps you understand the market and stuff. I mean, all these videos are super helpful because you can kind of see what we were doing at this time of the year. This looks like some overnight trading. In my eyes, that's my guess. I probably bought these guys before I went to sleep, and I probably bought these guys before I went to sleep and woke up and listed them to EU. It would make sense. I think Alcácer was up how much? So Spanish Dortmund striker, wow, he rose a K.5 overnight. So this is like a little overnight investing. But you guys can see, man, I've got my transfers full with this stuff. I mean, this stuff is super profitable. This is doing really well. And this is a great way to make coins, man. Always just kind of identifying if a really popular player in starter squads is down like a K or two. This didn't work out too well. Davinson Sanchez, I mean, this one was not worth it. What I'm learning from my mistakes last year looking at this video is that it's more likely that players on a 1 to 10K will rise overnight or daily rather than other more expensive players. Even this Guedes wasn't worth it. I don't know what Luka Dean is at, man. Gomez at 4K. Let's see what else here, man. What else we got here? Iñaki Williams is up a lot, 24K. Ramos really expensive. We're kind of taking a look at some icons. Guys, this starter team is what I'm going to be doing this year in FIFA 21. I'm not fucking around with expensive players. The gameplay is so shit in FIFA. For me to hurt myself trading-wise early on by using good players and not like, you know, having an expensive team and then not being able to trade. It's just a waste of time. So I'm not wasting my time in FIFA 21. I'm just gonna use a bad team. Not a bad team, but a cheap team. I mean, you can make a good cheap Road to Glory team, and I want to embrace that, bro. I feel like most years I don't actually get to embrace, like, I do, but I don't, like, getting to use, like, stale, not so good players. It can be kind of fun to play FIFA like that early on, although I wish EA brought, like, open matchmaking rivals back. So that's an interesting video. Make tons of coins using this method. This is 2 days after that video. So let's see what we're doing here. So this is with Team of the Week, right? And this is so easy to do. Early on, once you guys get some coins, you're working with a little bit of a budget. This one makes a lot of sense because you guys are going to be able to really trade with trends with these cards. I mean, Delaney I got at 49. You guys could see that he's 55, so I'm going to list as like the third or the fourth cheapest, which is a great one. I mean, anybody that like a Delaney, like a player that people are using, is going to be a guy that does really well with that type of method. And I think what's really important to look at, guys, is like early on, just trying to see. I mean, this was another mistake I made last year. I mean, a lot of this time, this is like board buying. I mean, I did not need to start trying to trade silvers, and I tried to, and I don't know why I did that. I mean, that was a waste of time. I shouldn't have done that. You know, so that was a really big waste of time. I don't know why the hell I was doing that. Let's see what we're doing here. So we're trying to get going with Ibisaka here. What I will tell you guys early on, fullbacks are amazing to trade. If you guys are looking for somebody to trade trend-wise, fullbacks are so good to trade, man. These guys fluctuate so much early on. Like, we're talking Walker, Bellerin, Cancelo, like any of these types of players, they're moving up and down so much. It is really a great way to make coins, man. Fullbacks, because the reason for that, guys, is that fullbacks are constantly in people's teams. I got a DMCA. What the heck is this? What? Twitter maintains a repeat copy policy. To unlock your account, you must review Twitter's copyright policy. All right, guys. Well, we're going to end the video today. Thank you for Twitter for locking my account. What a start to my Thursday. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching the video today. We're going to have to cut this short. But yeah, I mean, realistically, guys, I mean, I think the number one thing that I'm taking away from the videos that I'm watching, the old ones, and the best ways to make coins early on is trading 75 gold to 82 rated gold players under 10K, just trading their trends all day, man. And what I mean by that is that they're going to move up and down 1 to 2K in that region of, if they're 6K, they're going to go from 5 to 7. Just identifying and finding out when a guy's going to go up, when a guy's going to go down, and you can do this based off supply. If there's no supply for a given day, and Delaney gold card drops 2K in an hour or two, it's more than likely that he's going to actually rebound if you've seen him rebound before. So maybe wait to see if a guy's rebounding, because you got to look at the demand. The rebound shows the demand. All right? Thank you for watching the video today, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.